Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to ParentSchool Partnership Network. I remain Vivian David, and I want to thank everyone who has been on this journey with us. Those who have followed our pages and come live, who have been live with us on the ParentSchool Partnership, discussions happening here. It's been awesome. I want to thank all of you. But this time is a new season. This season is bigger and is better. ParentSchool Partnership. Why? What is it about? What are the areas of partnership? Why should we get into partnership in the first place? But it is key with what is happening in the society for parents to partner with school for the optimal development of their children. You can't afford to miss it. If you're a parent out there, you don't want to miss any. I mean any of our episodes on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome Mrs. Henrietta Abu. She is indeed a school owner. She's a proprietress. She's a counselor. She's a family therapist, and she is many things in one. I'm delighted to have you. She's my co-anchor on this show. Get ready. We're going to be rolling together. So join me to welcome her. Give her a handshake. Yeah.
Hi,
welcome,
Mrs. Davis.
Thank you so much.
It's nice being on this journey with you. I'm so happy. I'm excited.
I am too.
I can't wait to roll with you on this.
I am excited. You can't be as excited as I am. You need to hear her. So welcome once more, and I appreciate your involvement. Please follow us on all our handles and on ParentSchool Partnership Network on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Thank you. I'm looking out for all of you. So tell me, is it important for us to talk about ParentSchool Partnership? Isn't it important?
It's very important.
You know what is happening in school? What is happening in the world today? Isn't it?
Yes.
So tell us, in your own definition, what is parent-school partnership?
Parent-school partnership, I would say, is a relationship.
Yes, collaboration.
A collaboration between the parents and the school,
Very good.
Or the school and the family for the optimal development of each child.
Yes, it's important that the parents and school come together for the optimal development. I like that word. The child is at the center. In fact, there's a pictorial, there's an image I saw. It is quite vivid. The parents on the right, the school on the left, and together the child was in the middle. So this partnership is all about the child. So why won't you get involved when it's about your child? This child is precious. This child is important. This child have a potential to achieve optimally, but you need to be involved in your child's school. So tell me, why is it important for schools to bring parents into this partnership?
If you have your child in a school, you pay money to that school, you've invested your money, and your child is in that school, and your child, the development of your child is very important to you. It's just like having a business, and as a stakeholder, you have a business and you don't pay attention. At the end of the day, you will not get what you want. So I see it from this angle that once you have a child in a school, you are a stakeholder.
Absolutely.
Everything that happens in that school matters to you. You need to know, and then you need to also be involved in decision making.
Absolutely.
In policies, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want somebody else to make policies that will affect your child, because they might have negative impact on the child. So I think it's very important. Parents must be stakeholders.
Yeah, stakeholders. If you can't bring your child to a school, how will you bring your child to a school and then abandon the child there, not knowing what is happening to the child in the school? So it's important as a stakeholder that you get involved in the relationship and in the learning journey.
Yes. Apart from the learning journey, you're also talking about decision making, policies. These are things that eventually will affect your child. So you need to be a stakeholder. You need to be involved in partnering with the school in everything they do.
You heard her right. You're a stakeholder. You're part of this partnership. You need to be involved, and decisions are going to be made. that your child will affect your child positively or negatively. So why don't you get involved in this partnership journey? Interesting. Sometimes people don't know how to get involved. I've met some school owners and they say to me, I don't want parents in my school. And that is because when you bring them together, they will scatter your school. Have you heard some school owners say so? I know that you are a school owner. I have attended your programs and I know your parents are involved. Do you understand? So what are the areas? They don't even know. Some parents don't even know how to get involved. What are the areas that you think parents can get involved?
Miss David, I think one of the areas, and I advise parents on this particular area, is through meetings. Like when you have PTA meetings, you have parents in touch meetings. It's a forum.
Meet and greet.
Yes, you meet and greet. It's a forum where you come together with the school, with the teachers. You come together and you, in that forum, you can really express yourself and you get to know what is going on in the school. For them to be satisfied, we need their input.
Absolutely.
So most times we do this through meetings. Then I want to say this to the parents, that because in some cases when parents are coming for PTA meetings, they come with that impression that they are coming to fight or they are coming to confront. But I really want to encourage parents that when you're coming, come with a mindset that you have a stake. You are
true.
You are a stakeholder. You're coming for discussion. You're coming to collaborate, because it is only when you come to discuss that you get solution to your problem. So that impression that I'm going to show them, I'm going to fight them, I'm going to tell them my peace of mind.
To fight your partner.
I think it should be discouraged.
Absolutely.
I think you should just see yourself as partners in progress, and you sit down and you discuss issues affecting the school, affecting the child, and also you get to get their own view and perception on all these issues.
Very true, very important. And there is also the issue, they can also get involved in I hear schools, you send home communication books. There's a school home communication book.
Yes.
And a teacher once told me that you keep sending communication books and these parents don't respond. How do you feel when you keep writing and writing and writing and the parent never, responds to what you've written?
Miss David, these days parents are so busy that most times they don't really know what is going on as far as their children education is concerned, especially in a city like Abuja, where you go out and maybe you're staying somewhere in the outskirts of the town and the hold up and everything. Before you get home, you just want to sleep. Communication is supposed to be a two-way thing. I send you the communication book, you respond. But in most cases, because our parents are so busy, we don't get a feedback from them. So I also want to encourage parents that please and please make sure you go through your children's communication book. As a parent also, I must say that I'm guilty of this, because sometimes they even send letters home and you don't get to read them. And the funny thing? You will now be the first person complaining.
Didn't you get the letter?
You will be the first person to complain that I'm not aware, I didn't hear about this. But a letter was sent home. But you were so busy that you couldn't even go through it. So I also like to encourage parents that please make sure you give teachers feedback. It's very important.
You're talking about Abuja. Abuja is serene. Abuja is better.
It's
Go to
Lagos.
When children wake up at 5 a.m. and are back by 9, oh my goodness. God help our children in Lagos. So you see, the communication book is in that way, the newsletters that go home, and then the activities that happen. There is an end of year production, there's so many activities, the sport days, book day. Make out time to be part of this learning journey so that you can attend those events and get involved in those events.
It's very important that parents should be deliberate, because sometimes if you are not involved, it causes stigmatization.
Can you
For
imagine?
the child.
Can you imagine
And
that?
you know, sometimes the child is sad. The child
Feel
doesn't
left
feel,
alone. Yes.
he doesn't feel included.
Oh my
And you
God.
know, all these things to some extent affect the child psychologically, thereby affecting even their ability to learn and even their ability to
achieve
socialize.
optimally.
Yes.
Also get involved in projects. Schools have projects and you can get involved by being a part of the project. Sometimes schools may be doing construction and you're a civil engineer. You can get involved by participating in projects. And if the school, I've seen a school where the parent body came together and fixed their library and provided books for the school. You know, some parents will say, I've paid my school fees. Once I paid my school fees, hands off. What are they doing with the money? You understand? But partnership entails that you're a stakeholder, like she said, and you must get involved. Thank you, everyone. It's been another interesting episode in Parent School Partnership. I'd like to say that if you have a comment, please kindly drop in the comment section of this particular video. We would like to hear from you and would like to share in your experience. So don't forget, drop your comments, drop your questions, and we'll attend to it. It is together that for the best interest of the children out there. We're building a nation and we must work with you. Henrietta, do you have anything to say to our viewers?
Okay, the last one I want to say to our viewers is this. Recently I met somebody, and a man, and we're having this discussion, and he said something. He said, it's now I know when they say family comes first, because apparently he has a child that is in college now, and the child is not doing very well. So you know, he was like, if I had known, I would have been more involved in the life of my child, because right now he has worked all his life, and his conclusion was that, okay, now he has the money, but he has a son that is struggling academically, and mostly because he was not there. So I would like to encourage parents that you need to be in the life of your children, in their educational journey. You need to be there. You need to be there, because if you're not there, tomorrow you will not be in their memory, and you might have some regret, and by then it will be too late. Especially when your child is a participant and you are there to cheer up the child, you will discover that at the end of the day you have a happy child, you have a child that socializes, you have a child that is confident, you have a child that doesn't have low self-esteem, and you have a child that is very involved.
Absolutely.
So I encourage parents to always participate. In fact, I do that for my son a lot.
I know you do.
Number one cheerleader.
Well done.
And I would like to chip in this too, that as a school owner, I appreciate parents that participate, parents that are deliberate. You know, those parents that will come and tell you that, okay, I have noticed this and I have noticed this. You know, they keep us on our feet as school owners. In fact, they are the best parents to deal with. Because you know, as a school owner, sometimes you can't see everything. You're trying your best, but you can't see everything. And these deliberate parents, they are like your third eyes. You know, they see things that you can't see, and
Absolutely.
they bring it to your notice.
Very true.
And you act up immediately.
Very true.
Thereby improving service delivery.
You need to be involved in your children's learning journey. Parents partnership is very important and is key. We look forward to having you in our next episode, and you need to be here. It's going to be another interesting topic, because we'll be looking at the benefits of parents partnership to parents, to school, and to the children. All right, have a very lovely day. Bye.
Bye.